I'm beginning to wonder if they are not with us already. We've talked about the hidden hand. We've talked about the seances that were conducted, the Ennead, the Nine, the beings, the Vril. All of these beings conduct the affairs of governments. At least that's what has been speculated. And, of course, we talked about even the Russian government during times of the war in Ukraine. They're also under some sort of a spell by some guy named Alexander Dugin. Now, Alexander Dugin is just a man. Aleister Crowley is just a man. John Dee is just a man. Ed Kelly, they were just men. And, of course, Jack Parsons tried to conjure the Moonchild. He, along with L. Ron Hubbard during the times of the atomic bomb. Then Oppenheimer and Einstein. Oppenheimer and Einstein, they come out with this piece of paper, this document saying we got to be ready for this because we need to understand the planetary ethic, the planetary moral ethic that we all need to agree upon before we even acknowledge the existence of the reality of extraterrestrials, interstellar objects, and UFOs coming to this planet and making themselves known. In September of 2018, NASA hosted a techno-signatures workshop, and it was followed by the release of their techno-signature report. By August of 2020, NASA and the Blue Marble Institute sponsored another meeting, TechnoClimbs 2020, to discuss concepts for future searches that would look for techno-signatures beyond the usual radio signals from space. However, there are two news stories that that actually have caught my attention. Avi Loeb and his colleagues reported that this Space Command memo that an interstellar object hit the planet in 2014, and the news that for the first time ever, all four major components of DNA, the biological blueprint for living things, have been detected in rocks from outer space. A discovery that suggests the building blocks of life may have been delivered to Earth by ancient extraterrestrial objects from interstellar space. That's according to a new study. Scientists have found nucleobases, the compounds adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine, which combine in permutations to write the source code for life on Earth. And that includes humans. Though adenine and guanine were found in meteorites about 50 years ago, the presence of cytosine and thymine in these extraterrestrial objects has remained elusive, despite evidence that the compounds might have existed in the primordial interstellar dust that gave rise to our solar system some 4.6 billion years ago. You understand what this means? The building blocks for life have been found on interstellar objects. These interstellar objects could have seeded the planet. And that whatever crashed in the Pacific in 2014 needs to be discovered, needs to be looked into. It could be an extraterrestrial craft. It could be an interstellar extraterrestrial craft. It could be an interstellar Johnny Appleseed type of situation going on here. Scientists led by Yasuhiro Oba, who's a professor at Hokkaido University, they've detected trace amounts of cytosine and thymine in 3 carbonaceous, carbon-rich meteorites. And so what this means is it actually bolsters the notion that extraterrestrial impacts contributed to the emergence of genetic properties for the earliest life forms on Earth. And that study was published last Tuesday in the journal Nature Communications. So it's even possible that life forms could have been transferred between worlds such as Earth and Mars. That's, of course, one of my favorite things to look into is panspermia, in which organisms are able to survive interplanetary voyages by hitchhiking on meteorites ejected from other worlds. And we've looked into this before with Mars, Martian soil, Martian rocks carrying these larvae, if you will, or whatever. It's not clear why these purines in the rocks are more available or detectable now. I mean, the researchers think that all these nucleobases could have been formed by, photochemical processes in the interstellar medium. They're suggesting that these classes of organic compounds are ubiquitously present in extraterrestrial environment, in environments that would be considered extraterrestrial, both inside and outside the solar system. In other words, the new findings not only help to unravel the tale of our own origins, they may also inform our search for alien life elsewhere in the universe, that this is where alien life comes from, or wherever this life comes from out there, and it hitches rides on rocks and interstellar objects, such as the one that fell near Papua New Guinea in 2014. Now, Avi Loeb, along with his friend and fellow researcher, Dr. Armi Siraj, conducted a study that first mentioned the object and suggested it came from interstellar space. The study was accepted in 2019 by Harvard University, but publishing was paused due to classified data that was used. Now, the United States Space Command has released that data. They have tweeted a memo confirming that the object was a meteor from a different solar system, which makes it the first official interstellar visitor, alien visitor to Earth. Understand this. It's the first alien visitor to Earth. And Avi Loeb believes that we should look into this crash and rule out the possibility that it was artificial from an alien civilization.